Hello, this is Victor. I'm here with a new live. It's a quite a strange one. I'm far from my home and I just wanted to do a live to share with you to make a recap of the year, share my thinking and have just a chat with you. So just one moment, I'm trying to see if I can find the video to check everything is working well. Yeah, I just have my limited resources here. And no, I don't want that. It seems that it's working. Let me see. Yeah, it seems that it's working here. So yeah, it's mainly to talk about you, what have been the year, what I have painted, and maybe to see what will come in the future. So just make a recap. I will go back from Jan, and we are going to see what was been painted. So this is from Jan. This is the first project I finished in 2021, and this was expansion of the Escher. As my Escher, they go with this yellow top, and they have as well. Let me see if everything looks good in the screen. I want to check if I can. Yeah, I'm not very good on that, but I would like to see if I can modify. No, I cannot. Okay, I will do it like that. I don't. Sorry. So yeah, and if you have any, if you're connecting and you see and you want to chat with me, please leave comments in the chat here. Uh, and yeah, just a little recap. Sorry that I have not been putting too many videos recently. I've been far from home. I'm far from my studio. And I don't have here the possibilities to do too many videos. So I hope to be back in Jan and up to speed soon. But here you have a little bit of recap of the year. So this was the first project I finished in 2021, and this was this expansion for the Escher, where I wanted to go. I did not want to go for a super pale colors on the Death Maiden. I wanted to go to keep the yellow and the purples that I like to put on the Escher. And then for this, for the creatures, this type of lizards, I wanted to go for more natural colors. I did not want to go for super bright colors as against what she was doing. So here we have these are the Death Maiden. I like them. Here I was playing a little bit with trying to give this type of transparency. I went for a very pale flesh, purplish, to give the sensation that are almost on death, and then I combined the purple and yellows. That I think it's a nice combination. And these are the how it's called this the explorers. I was forget the name. They are the newbies. But you can see I really like these ladies with the bow. I think they are really nice miniatures. And as you can see, I went for very natural colors on the lizards. I wanted to play with greens and blues to give a different touch. And here we have them in action. I like a lot this picture. I think I think they will look good as well. For the feathers, I wanted to go for quite a natural looking feathers. Okay, I did not want to go for a super colorful feathers. I keep the color for the hair of the Escher. I really like these miniatures. I think these are nice. I also like the hair, and I think although these are the body and a lot of parts are the same, I think with the different head, hair, and different hands, you can have really different look on this Death Maiden. So as you can see, when you see them together, they all look quite different, especially when you change the position of the weapon and so on. So they are quite these are nice miniatures. So if we keep the next project I painted was my necromantic horrors theme. I really enjoyed this horror theme. I think, and I'm using them a lot. Here I wanted to use orange and purple. I think these are quite Halloween theme colors combined with the black. I wanted to go for bright colors as it is blue ball, and I like to use bright colors on blue ball. And again, I wanted to do the two werewolf different. Okay, I wanted to do one on grayish skin and the other one more brown fur skin. I think again, I think these are just the change of the head. They give quite a nice look. Uh, but although these are quite similar, all of them, but I think they are quite a nice miniatures. I think. So I know that a lot of people criticize the the um, the wraith. I think the wraith are nice. I like it, but it's really a personal opinion. But I like them. I like a lot the ghouls. So this is my favorite one, and it's I'm learning that this is quite a very good player. The werewolf, I will say, in this team. Wait, I make a mistake here. Let me go back. This team, the best of this team is the werewolves and and the ghoul, right? And the other guys are there, so they are the ones scoring. And my favorite miniature, one of my favorite miniatures of this team, the number 13. I put the number 13. This scarecrow with a pumpkin. I think they are super Halloween theme, and I think they are very thriller. This position is very thriller, and then the tokens. Okay. As usual, I went for quite a nice tabletop. I use them a lot, so I have to be careful not to damage the paint job. But yeah, I'm really enjoying playing with this team. And we go now for another miniature that I painted. This is from, if I don't remember, yeah, it's from Mako Miniatures. You have it there in the description. And I painted them for my humans team. So this is the Mighty Thug. It's all metal and it's inspired on the Almighty Thug. Okay, I like it. I think it's a nice miniature. Mako miniatures have metal miniatures that are inspired on the old on the 90s themes. Okay, so I painted him very on the colors of uh, my humans team. That is this are inspired on the Football Club Barcelona. That is my local soccer team. Okay, the soccer team of Barcelona, my favorite team. Okay, I know that. So I really like, and then I went as when I like to do this type of eye bags, very exaggerated. As he's sorry, I make a mistake again. I always touch the wrong arrow. Yeah, and the scar. I think it's a nice miniature. I think it's quite nice sculpted. Not super heavy in detail, but it's a nice miniature. And then I changed completely, and I went for in Feb. I went for the Sisters of Battle to expand my Sisters of Battle and do this Imagifair. In that case, I didn't want to put color on the image, too much color on the image, okay, on the banner. I wanted to keep this as a white, as it was painted in white, just to and then combined with gold and reds. And then the color of this is the color of my order that goes with the cream armor with blue cloth. Okay, so you can see here more detail of the Imagifair herself. Okay, you can see I really like this color combination. I start with the metal. Most of the miniatures I have for this army are made of metal, and now I'm trying to expand a little bit with the new awesome plastic kits. And here's the banner. I think I like it a lot. It's one of my favorite miniatures of the of the army, together with the procession of the Sancta Catherine. Okay, I think it's a very nice. I like a lot how the face looks like. I'm very happy with this miniature. And then back to Blue Ball, I painted two referees. Was a nice project to paint them. I really wanted to have. I'm still pending to have the nobles painted. I'm just checking here if there is anyone connecting. And here you see these are the I wanted to go for. Yeah, I keep this purplish color and then yeah the red car for one of the guys. I think these are very nice miniatures. I think they are very nicely sculpted. And here I went not super detailed, but I think at the end they will look good. I like a lot how the leather and finish. And I think the highlights here you have to be careful. I wanted to go quite subtle, but you can see as well the highlights. I like a lot the feather as well, that yeah, the feather he's using for writing. I think these are really nice. Nice sculpts and a nice detail to put in a box. And this is another project, and this is quite, these are from Raging Heroes. Okay, and I bought them during the Halloween period, so I paint them. Yeah, they were both in the 1st of November, so these are the end of Feb. And here was quite difficult to paint them. I want to use them as a cult assassin for 40,000. I had some problems to put this source straight. These are resin models. They have very fine details, very thin parts, and are quite they have some challenge to be painted. But at the end, I like how they look like. The face is very small, so it's not easy to do. I wanted to put the death mask or the death painting on them. But I like a lot the Mexican look. I wanted to give a little bit of texture on the clothes. And I think at the end, I like how they look like. So this is the typical mariachi sombrero. Okay, so this is the typical Mexican sombrero. And I think at the end, I like these miniatures. I'm not regretting to buy them, of course. But they're yeah, I don't know. I'm not super happy on the finished result. I'm quite happy, but I have to admit that I had difficulties to make the faces as I wanted. But I think the clothes, they are quite texturized. The clothes they have, you can see this is not super clean. Um, yeah, there is a difference, right? I still thinking the Games Workshop have a much cleaner finishing, and I'm realizing after painting other brands, you can realize that the finishing of the molding or casting, it's not always as good as you can see in Games Workshop. There are some mist, especially wet, because they want to go for a very fine spikes there, and I can understand that from molding point of view is a challenge to do. Here I'm quite happy with how the sword looks like, but yeah, and this is my favorite maybe, combining with these gold things. Again, this was a little bit messy to assemble, not easy. Okay, to connect all these type of things, but at the end I think they will look fine on the tabletop, and I think these are pretty small. Okay, so here are looking much bigger than what they are. Okay, but they are pretty small miniatures. Again, I like a lot the sombreros they have, and here's the full unit. Okay, of course they cannot go in 5. I think the maximum of the unit is 4, but I just wanted to paint them. It was more a painting project than really to use them in the gaming. Okay, I saw them, and as my wife is Mexican, I like quite the Mexican culture. I wanted to paint them because as a yeah, I think it was fun. And then together with the previous miniatures, I also bought one miniature that I wanted to paint for a while. That is this Olga Kurganova, and yeah, and this one, the was not very well casted, to be fair. I had to change the sword completely. This sword, I had to put Games Workshop sword here. I had to cut the original one because that's completely miscast, and I had to put a new one. I like the details on the cloak. I went for brown, light brown hair combined with these yellows and the black jacket. And here you can see the size of this lady compared to the Games Workshop. So she's taller, but at the same way she's thinner. Okay, so you have to be careful. These are more proportionate in a way than that. You can see these comics are. This is the old resin. Well, this was used to be metal, and then it was changed to resin to fine cast. And you can see here the the paint job. Okay, so the comparison, and this was from the Schefter's um, squadron. Okay, so this is one. I will use them as a commissar, and here we have another one. This is the Electra Eisenstein, and I want to use her as well as a commissar. Okay. Uh, this wanted, I really like it. I like a lot the armor plates on the legs and so on. Again, there was some small miscuts. This was better. So the previous miniature is very old, so I can understand that the mold is a little bit damaged and they have some miscast. Maybe they have to renew the mold again. This one was much better, and here you can see the comparison with how she will look like. So it's the same scale, so you can use them in Warhammer 40,000. I don't think there is a problem. These are the three commissars I have now on my loyal army. And here I remove this. I saw that during the picture that I have a bristle of the brush there, but this is not anymore there. So this was a mistake from during the picture. This is the one that was. This is a quite old miniature from Raging Heroes. All and this is a much newer miniature from Raging Heroes. All this and the Death Cool that I showed you before are from Raging miniatures, and this is the Commissar from Games Workshop. Okay, and then we go to the Blue Bull team. I will show later on. So this was my test miniature for the Blue Bull team. I wanted to go for a combination of black and yellow with a checkered pattern. And here we have the finished team. Okay, so I paint this for my son. Is the one that is playing the Black Orcs at home. We are really enjoying playing Blue Ball at home. We have a family league that we are playing, and these guys, this team is stronger than what looks like. Okay, the weakness of this team is the speed. If you are not careful, your defense can be um, yeah, can fail because of the speed of the other teams, especially if you play against necromantic horrors that they have the werewolves that are very fast, or humans that can pass between your lines. But on the other side, they are really scary because they are quite strong, and they can score quite fast because they can throw the goblins behind the lines. So here you can see I went for black and yellow. I like this is my favorite. This is my favorite goblin, but I think they are quite nice. I don't know what is holding, is a scorpion or something like that, but I really like these guys. These are, yeah, this is the Blue Bull team, the Black Orc from the starter set. I used some decals for decoration, and here you can see the full team. Let's go back to see. So again, I went for this. The checkered pattern is only on the Black Orcs. I really enjoyed. The number is freehand, and the only decal I used was for the symbol, this thing, the ball that I put there, the ball I put at the back. Okay, so here you can appreciate. I'm quite disappointed on this picture because I have a very nice yellow to orange gradient here at the backs of these guys. That is not really visible. I think these pictures are not making justice of what I have done here. Maybe I should make better pictures in the future of this team. And this is the again not the best picture. This is the tool for this team, the one that was coming as well. This is the second time I have to paint this miniature because I bought it for my previous orc team from the previous edition, and now it was coming in this box. Okay, here I wanted to go. The first I painted was on bluish grayish colors, and this one I decided to go for a very green, very, yeah, I would say bright green, right? I really play a lot with the belly to have this almost yellow belly, combining with these bluish scales or jade scales, and again the checkered pattern on the shoulder pad. The goblin on the top, okay, and I wanted to go for this lizard-looking eyes. Okay, I think it's a nice miniature. It's very weird the position, but I don't think it's a bad miniature. Okay, it's quite unstable to be fair on the game. And this is from Mako Miniatures, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, it's from Mako Miniatures. And this is a halfling. As they have changed the rules for the human, I decided to add a halfling to the humans team. Okay, again, blue and dark red, and I wanted to inspire it on Barca. And here I just keep the same color scheme I have for the humans. Quite a pretty. I wanted to leave him a little bit of not well shaved beard, and again I like to use this uh, eye bags or really deep shade on the eyes, because on the tabletop it looks nice. These are halfling, so here is quite the size is quite zoom in, right? It's quite a zoom picture. Okay, so and as well keep it on. You can see I invest a lot on Blue Ball at the beginning of the year, and I finished the year with Blue Ball as well. You will see, but this is I paint him to be used as a star player for my necromantic horrors. This is from RN Studio. Okay, you have it there all on the descriptions. Is a resin miniature, and it's quite nicely sculpted. Okay, this is I find the casting quite nice. Not many mistakes on the casting, and I think I like a lot how the hair is done. You can see, yeah, you are forced to have the number 27 unless you want to shave it. But I like a lot the hair, the mouth. This is the only thing I was not super convinced is that this part you have to glue it. Okay, you have to glue the mouth is have you have to glue it yourself, so you will have always this type of weird thing there. I don't think it's the best choice. But okay, apart of that, I like a lot how the musculature looks like, and I keep I just um, make them deeper. Okay, I really like, and I think as a star player for the werewolf, or as a mercenary player for the necromantic horrors, it's good. So you can use this guy as a runner, or you can use this guy as a big guy, as a mercenary, or you can use this guy as the star player, as the werewolf star player. So I really like it, and I enjoy painting this guy. And here we have, this is another from the box, and this is Barach Ghoul Chewer. Sorry. Again, painted on the colors of my black orcs, this yellow and black. Here, I don't remember if I have done the checkered. I didn't. I have not done the checkered pattern. Here you can see better. This is the same for the black orcs. Okay, this gradient from yellow to almost orange or amber color at the bottom. I really like this color gradients there. I think it's what makes the yellow very liveful. Like here again, this is a very zoom in picture. Okay, so you can see and then I wanted to go for a very uh, put with or rooted skin there, right? This ghoul there. Oh, this zombie is more a zombie than a ghoul. I really like. I enjoyed a lot painting this guy. It took me some time, but I think it's a very nice miniature. Highly recommended if you have orcs to enjoy painting that. Okay, it's really enjoyable miniature to paint. And then completely changing, and we go to Age of Sigmar. I had the Warhammer Quest. What was this? The one the one that was happening in the Hammer Hall. Okay, in the city, and they had a unit of Blood Rivers, a unit of Thanch, and a unit of Norgal of the Putty Vikings. And I start painting first the Blood Rivers because I have my core army for, and here you can see I was playing with the different colors. Here the metals are looking bluish and what are really, but I paint a lot. I play a lot with the color of the skins. My army of corn is using red cloth with iron armor. Okay, so this is why I like a lot these miniatures. I think they are very nice miniatures. These rivers, and even if you change the weapons for just for hands, you can have as well a nice team for Blue Ball if you want it. But I think they are looking very nice. This is the full squad here. Again, playing with the different skin tones. They are, I think these are, so just changing weapons, but I think they were 2 times the same. I don't remember now. But I think this is some of my favorites. I really enjoy painting these guys. Okay. And as I was painting them, and then I paint we go to Warhammer Underworlds. We are now in April. You can see that I painted a lot during this year. I'm quite happy with my progress this year on painting. So this is uh, the the test model. Okay, so I was doing this uh, lady first, and then we will see the full squad. Okay, this is her sister. This is the Kagvas Ravagers from Darkasm. Okay, so this is a warband. This is my favorite, one of my favorite warbands. It was my favorite until the vampires were released. And you can see here the. I hope the song. Just let me check one moment. Yeah, I just wanted to check that everything was recorded correctly. So this is. I wanted to go for fire colors combined with purple, blacks, and reds. Okay, and you can see this is the other guy. Uh, Again, playing with this more bluish. I am still. Um, I really like this warband. Very classic looking, and you can see you have seen Kagvas before. Okay, you see Kagvas again, and this is the full squad. And if you want to see Kagvas in more detail, I have more pictures here. So I really enjoy painting her. I like how it end up. So I think they are nice miniatures. If you have the opportunity, I recommend to paint them. And yeah, and I was very happy to see that they were shared in the hobby roundup from Warhammer TV. And then we go to something very classic. This is my test miniature for. Just give me a minute. So it's my phone that is not working well. Okay, sorry for that. No, I will go back here. Okay, so it seems that we are back. Um, yeah, okay. Let me just stop that because it's confusing me a lot. Fine, sorry for this problem. And I was sharing that this is, I will go back to my the start of this. This is the Chaos Blue Ball team. Okay, and again is failing. Okay, this is the Chaos Blue Ball team that I was made of metal. This is from the 90s, I think. And yeah, you can see this is quite the old style blue ball, but I really wanted to paint it. I have them. Was from my brother, and I decided to repaint it. I think there were some miniatures missing, so I had to use Borak as one of another blocker. So this is the original Borak miniature. I decided to paint him as another blocker and do a complete team. Playing with the color schemes, you can see from more reddish colors, even to black or dark brown. You can see playing with the color of the skins. And then I had this one from Mako Miniatures. This is a Thench, a Slaanesh, a Korn, and a Nurgle miniature. I'm quite happy how this team was looking like. I went. It's a very classical team, and this is why I went for Mako miniatures because I think they match very nicely with the rest of the team, giving a little bit more of colorfulness to the team. And I really want to play them in the future in a league. I played them in a Blue Ball 7 game against my kids, and it's a nice team to play. Okay, we keep and this is the Borak. This Borak is from Mako Miniatures as well. It's much taller than the other ones. Not super happy on my of my final paint job, but okay. As you can see, it's yeah. Even in that period of time, I have the feeling Games Workshop have much better detail and much better scopes. The casting was not perfect, but it's not bad. Okay, so okay, it's not bad. It's not a bad miniature. I think the picture is not making justice anymore, and neither too. And we are now on May. And May, I went back to the box from Warhammer Quest, and then I decided to finish the Put with Black Kings. I love these miniatures. I think Norgal is really miniatures to play with the rusting and with the uh, oxidations and all type of things. I don't want to overdo, but I think here we have a good combination of rust. Here I play with the uhu to make all these slimy things with gloss varnish and the uhu. I wanted to put some scratches there to enhance the oxidation. Also painting the scars on different colors, on reds, greens, purples. Playing with the color scheme of the skin, right? Making different skin colors. This is much more putrid, purplish, more looking sicker. I think it have a nice combination with the green. And here we have this that is a more traditional color, skin color for Nurgle. I really like them. I think these are great miniatures. This one as well, less skin. You can see a lot of details here and there. I think these are nice miniatures to practice your rust effects. And here is the unit of 5. Okay, I don't have more than that. And again, a little bit more details of the shield. And when we have wood, and here more detail of the this long tongue. Again, here as well on the have like a plague bear type of head, right? I really like this one to go on greens with this type of red, and I also put some gloss varnish on these um, scars to look more like painful, right? I think overall a very nice squad. I really enjoy. Chaos is maybe my favorite to paint because you can really play a lot with textures. This was not painting. This was just a picture I put there. This is a very old miniature, so I will not want to really to recap. And then to uh, one of my favorite warbands of Warhammer Underworlds. That is the Crimson Court. Okay, this is the prince. Maybe my favorite one, the lady. She looks. All of them look quite scary. I like a lot play with these guys. I think these are really